So, now, not only is it structured by word, but we know that the words are also what? The letters are also what?
Numbers.
Numbers, okay? Now, we're going to write a couple words in Hebrew on our board, okay? This is how you say book in Hebrew, okay? Se. Oh yeah, Sefer. Okay. Okay. Sefer. Okay. So that is book. Okay. This is how you Sefer. Okay. You want to look note a Sefer. You want to buy a book. Okay. Now, how do you write? In heaven, they have what they call scribe angels. This means you're supposed to write stuff down. Or if somebody writes the Torah, what are they called? They're called a scribe, okay? What is a scribe? A scribe means somebody that writes down what God has written, okay? So, how do you say a scribe? Meaning someone who writes books. You call him or them Fair. Ooh, I was gonna put an I in. Y'all know I'm getting too much English. Okay. Sefarim. Okay. Now. All right. So now, this is how you say the word scribe. This is a scribe. He's a person that writes books. This is Sefarim, or the scribes. Okay. Now, how do you say the word number in Hebrew? Watch this. Me. Okay. Sefer. Okay? Or mispah. Okay? Because we know that with this letter, it can be pronounced with p, with the P, or if I take out the dagesh, it becomes like a PH, okay? So this is mispah, like separim, but mispah. This means number. Now, is God linking all of these words together?
Yes.
Okay? So the book and whoever writes the book have the same root. Okay? The same root verb. This is a verb driven language. Okay? If you write the numbers, it's still, the root verb is separ, book, but it's mispar or misparim, okay, like the numbers, it's misparim. But the same letters are used in Sefer, book. Why is God doing this? Me and Dre had a discussion earlier, and she said, oh, the pastor said, you don't have to get on your knees and be all crazy every time you pray. But now, in Hebrew, Baruch means ni, but Baruch also means blessed. So, in God's logic, if you want to be blessed,
get on your
you
knees.
spend a lot of time on your knees.
Get on your knees.
You understand? So we don't want to push away the Hebrew, because the Hebrew is going to always tie you into the fact that this is God's personality, this is what he wants, okay? Because we can be casual with God. We know we can pray standing up, we can pray well, but the scripture is saying that Baruch, it means your knee. So the proper way to keep blessed is to be on your knees. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
So, we have this, and so now the numbers and the book and the scribes are all writing what? Numbers and letters all at the same time, because we know Hebrew has no Let's say, go to 1st Street in Hebrew. You go, okay, you get there and you see this. Rahov. You go, where's 1st Street? Right, says it right there, lady. Where are you from, America? No, that says Olive Street. That's the one. Okay. So in Israel, you got this. You got letters or the numbers, okay? So, you know, Parak Aleph, Parak Bet, chapter 1, chapter 2, Parak Gimel, right? But they know, okay, I'm saying numbers now. They're still numbers. Okay, now, so the numbers are letters and the letters are numbers. Okay. I want us to now look at our page. Okay. We see here that we've been through this. Yahweh in Hebrew is Yod He Vav He, right? Numerical value. Yod 10, He 5, Vav 6, He 5. Numerical value for or Yahweh is 26. So we look at the Aleph. Basically what the Aleph is 2 Yods and a Vav, right? 10, a 10, and in the middle you have what? A 6. So it's still 26. So the Aleph represents who? Yahweh, God, okay? Now, we wanted to look at this thing here, is that was our body manufactured by an author?
Yes.
You understand? Our body was manufactured by an author. So if God is manufacturing your body, wouldn't you see his signature on things like, what is that thing that they saw a cross within within your cells that was holding all your blood together?
Yeah,
and it's a cross. It runs through all your body.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's one of the things that we can know. I got these little crosses all in my body. Why? I thought the cross was a pagan symbol. That's what they taught me at the Jehovah's Witness school.
Jehovah's Witness school.
So you see the signature of God even within the structure.
Laminin.
The laminin, yeah. Inside of the blood work of your body and your DNA, which holds you together, right? Your cells and stuff together.
Laminin, yeah.
And it's shaped in the form of a cross.
Yep.
And it's like God has his structure within your body that he's the designer, okay? Your heart valves have the same structure as the inside of the pyramid. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. The same tunnels and ways that are inside the pyramid are in your heart valves, or that you have in your heart valve. So it's so many things that God did that's like, okay, whoever built the pyramid, they just built it according to the way my heart is designed. Really? You know, it's like so many strange things. So now, this is someone else's study, and they gave it to me. It was like, hey man, why are there 28 joints in your hands? Because like, who created the world? It was created by who? Yahweh. What does Yod mean? Yod is the hand, He is the spirit. So he wasn't Yahweh in the beginning, he was just Yah. He didn't have to add the Vav and the other He till he decided that he's going to redeem us, right? Mm-hmm. So Yah is the name of God, which is the hand of the Spirit. Created all things through what? Through the mouth, Peh, okay? So, if my hand is representing the signature of God, I have 28 joints in my hand, okay? Where else is there 28 to represent the fact that God is starting this thing off? This is the hand of God. What else has 28? That is significant. What else has 28? Bereshit, bara Elohim, et Hashamayim.
Oh, the letters. The letters of God.
If you read it, it's right there.
Yeah.
You guys are here.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so every joint of your hand is representing a letter from Genesis chapter 1. You see that? So the hand of God is the creator of, you don't have to count, girl, you don't believe me? Let me make sure. I don't believe Pastor. It's 1, 2, 3, carry the 4. It's break down to 5. It's 28 joints, all right? In your hand, okay? And so in each hand, you're going to find 28 joints in your hand, and it's representing each letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Bereshit, Bara, Elohim, Et HaShamayim, Va'et Ha'aretz, okay? So now, this is just one of the things. Now, we know that those 28 letters represent a pyramid, because if you stack those numbers on top of each other, 28 is one of the pyramid numbers is 28. 3 is a pyramid number, right? Because you have the top, you have 2 sides, that's a pyramid. You would have to add 1, 2, 3 more, okay, to make another pyramid. So you'd have 6 would be your next pyramid. Then you have to add more like that, okay? So when you get to 28, it's design of a perfect pyramid, okay? So that 28 letters represent not only the hand of God, but since it's 28 letters, it also represents a pyramid, okay? So God is like, okay, I created a pyramid because the gematria of your hand is a triangle. This is God, okay? Now God says, with Genesis, who's going to study? I'm going to turn Genesis back onto itself because I want to speak to you, okay? How am I going to turn Genesis back on itself? So God says, when you read Genesis, okay, and then you write the numerical value of Genesis backwards, it's going to make another pyramid, but now we're going to say this is God, and I'm going to pierce down into you. So Genesis becomes the Star of David, okay? We're not going to get into the numbers today. That's just something I wanted to show you. Because if we get into the numbers, then we got to. But we might get into that because the next page we want to look at is this. Oh, I do not like this. I hated math in school. I still kind of don't like math, but I'm learning to love it because God is misbarim. He is numbers. He is misbar. He is misbarim. He is saparim. He is a scribe. He's numbers, but it's all in one. Okay. So now, here we have pie. And I don't mean the type you eat. The type you like get to school and go, oh my God, we're doing pie today in math. I don't understand pi, Mr. Guggenheimer, and I'm not going to ever understand pi. It's too crazy. So I had to learn what pi was because everybody kept calling me and saying, you know, pi is the number of God. I was like, really? How is pi? What is pi anyway? They go, 3.14. Don't you know that? And I'm like, yeah, I knew that because you don't want to be dumb. Yeah, of course I knew that. So the numerical number, the gematria of pi represents God. Now, I'm not going to try and explain this to you because it would take a while to understand the circumference, the diameter, the circumference, diameter from here to there. And if you use the diameter, even if you used it 3 times, it's not going to make a complete circle. Okay, so you need another portion to fulfill that circle because the diameter of the circle won't make a complete circle even if you use it 3 times, you know, to try to make a circle. It's always going to leave a space that can only be filled by pi. So when you times pi, okay, so you go pi times 3.1412 or 1.41 is 270126. What's 26? Who's 2-6? Huh?
That's Yahweh.
Yahweh. Okay, what's 2701? Genesis. 2701 is the numerical value of Genesis chapter 1. Okay? So, the numerical value for Elohim is 86. Okay? So now, I'm going to times Elohim times pi. And I'm going to come up with 270126 are going to be my numbers. 270126. Okay? Now, the person that wrote this is not right, because that's not really, it gives you 270126. Those are the numbers it gives you, but I think you put the decimal wrong, but I'll look into that. Anyway, those are definitely the numbers, 270126, okay? So Elohim times pi equals Genesis chapter 1 from who? Yahweh. Or Yahweh. If you say Yahweh, it's English. If you say Yahweh, you know, because there's no W in Hebrew. They keep arguing with me about the J, and they keep calling him Wahahua. I'm like, there's no W in Hebrew either. You don't want to call him Jesus. Don't call him Wahahua either, because there's no W. Huh?
It's crazy. I was in my studies and they came up with something with Yah.
Yeah.
And the decimal is in the wrong spot.
What? Yeah, the decimal is in the wrong
It's
spot.
270.126.
Right. So anyway, exactly, and that's what I was looking at. But the numerical value is right. It gives you the exact numbers as Genesis chapter 1 and Elohim. Okay. So the completion of a circle. Now, does it matter how big the circle is?
No.
It doesn't matter, because the circumference and the diameter of the circumference, you're going to still have to measure the diameter, and then once you finish with the diameter, you're going to be left there with a space that you're going to need pi to complete it. And the only way to have pi to complete it is you're going to have to take the number of God, which is pi, because Elohim times pi will give you the hole that's missing in your circle.
Wow.
Okay? So this is just another way that God is like, I'm putting my signature on the writing and the numbers, because the numbers are writing, and I'm structuring everything, and I'm structuring the way the Bible is. At my friend's house, I was like showing him what 888 is, you know, because you say 888 in here, and we go, oh, yes, Jesus, whatever. So you know what 888 is? No, I have no idea. Of course he doesn't, right? He hasn't studied Hebrew, and even if you go to theology school,
They don't teach that.
they're not going to teach you Hebrew.
Unless you take a Hebrew.
Yeah, even if you take a Hebrew class, are they going to teach you the structure and the depth of the language, or are you going to learn, because Niara took some Hebrew too.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, Hebrew is not something that you can just say, I'm going to teach you the letters, because if I teach you the letters, then I got to teach you what the meaning of the letters is. And then if I teach you what the meaning of the letters is, I got to teach you what the numerical value of the letters is.
Yep.
You know, and then now if I teach you the numerical value of the letters, I got to teach you what the numerical value of the words that the letters spell mean, because that means something to God.
Right.
So then now we're on a whole complete structure of the way God intended for us to learn, is that my numbers are letters, my letters are numbers. I'm speaking to you on a higher level than you think. My ways are higher than your ways. You understand? So we're understanding the scripture through a Hebrew understanding, and it takes us a little deeper. So Bereshit bara Elohim Hashamayim va'et ha'aretz is 2701. We know if we turn that backward, it gives us wisdom twice, which then you time wisdom twice, and it gives you Genesis 1 again. So it's like the Star of David is Genesis chapter 1. That's why I love